Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, I want to do a final garage tour ever before PL15. It's not going to be the final garage tour ever, but this is the last time I'm really going to showcase my garage before the new cars arrive. Well, or should I say the new car arrive, because for all I know, PL15 is literally just one Audi. But I digress. Now, before we get into my garage tour, obviously I'll break it up into chapters just in case you want to skip some parts. Usually I do my garage tours in 2 parts nowadays because my garage is pretty big, but instead of doing that this time, I'm just gonna break it up into parts so you will know where the commons are, the uncommons, and all the way to the legendaries. So if you just want to see the legendaries and the epics, you can skip forward in the video. But before we get into that, I want to talk about JPT. So it's been about 11 months in JPT, almost an entire year since JPT, and I just wanted to see how many cars I actually collected within the 11th month period. So 236 cars, 25 common, 49 uncommon, 29 rare, 34 super rare, 72 ultra rare, 18 epics, and 9 legendaries were collected and won. And in terms of how many I fully upgraded, 192 cars, so not too shabby for 11 months worth of playing. But that being said, let's get into it. We'll start off with the commons. Nothing too special about this one. If you like to see anything special about the commons, you can have a pause anytime you like in the video, but I'm gonna go through these really quickly. Now I have a new kind of rule for lower rarities. I hate lower rarities, but over here you see I have double Maserati A6G, one drag spec, one isn't. Yeah, the thing is, the reason for all of these commons, if they're not Blossom choices, I was kind of held at gunpoint to upgrade them. I think I say this a lot now, so you guys kind of know, my style when it comes to lower rarities. Aside from Blossom choice, and I just bit my tongue over there, every other common that you see that's maxed, I had to max it out for some kind of legendary challenge. I was forced to do so because it had a tag, and if there's gonna be multiple versions of them, it's because once again they had a special tag, and I don't fuse them or sell them away because the logic I have over here is, okay, Blossom, you absolutely hate commons. It takes you, it's easier for you to run 15 kilometers than to max out one common, okay? So honestly, if you can go through all the all the toughness and all the, I guess, mental fortitude of maxing out a common, you might as well keep it and not sell it, because there is no chance you're going to upgrade it again, if that makes sense. So a lot of these commons, not a fan of them. Now, these are the only commons I still have stock, which are going to be these smart 4.2 EVs. I really hope, my number one thing in my number one hope in PL15 is that they remove the price card tag from this car, because to be completely honest with you, I maxed one for two-tone and everything else. I hate this car. I mean, it has a 6% win ratio, for crying out loud. This one might even be lower than 6%, 9%. Wow, 6.9, huh? This one, 6%. I thought one of these were like 2% back in, okay, I guess they're all 6%, but yeah, it's just atrocious stuff, really. So I do hope they get rid of the price card tag, because I really don't want that car in my garage anymore. I got 3 of the Nissan 260Zs. I thought that was going to end up being like the best common in the game, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. It kind of went to the K-Works. Where's the K-Works? Here, it's the Suzuki Alto Works, not the K-Works, the Alto Works. And then we kind of end up with the RQ19s over here, nothing too special. Alright, so let's move on to the uncommons now. Uncommons, I got quite a bit of these, 287 uncommons, but then we move up to the 300s and then the 600s after that. So uncommons, let's go through these really quickly. Very similar to my common collection. Outside of Blossom choice, I upgrade these cars solely for challenge purposes only. That being said, this has one up over the commons in the sense that usually when I do a 1 mil pack opening, I like to take 1 common up for adoption, sometimes even 2 commons up for adoption. Basically what happens these days, this is a pretty new trend. I've not been doing this like religiously all the time, but this is a pretty new trend. Every time I complete a 1 million pack opening, I would usually take 1 or 2 commons that I don't have in my garage and max it out, and I will max them out with other commons which I got from the pack opening. So there are some random commons in here where like this one, for example, the Fiat Panda, where you might think, oh Blossom, why did you upgrade that? Mostly because it's an adopted common. I'm a nice guy. I like to adopt commons when I can, or at least during a 1 mil pack opening. During a 1 mil pack opening, I usually get about 90 commons because it's 30 ceramic packs, 1 ceramic pack, 3 uncommons, so give or take. So I usually get around 90 commons, and I would just adopt 1 or 2, max max them out with its other uncommon brethrens. But yeah, most of these are commons that you would expect. The TBR 3000S is actually really new, 26 days old. I thought I was going to use it in one of the challenges recently where you had to use convertible GE cars. It was for the Subaru. It was for the Subaru off-road tires, the Grupo Impreza, I think it's called. But in the end, this was a car that I never really used, even though the requirements fit. The RQ never went that low, and thank yay for that, because I don't like that car. Well, I thought I don't like the car. It's just that, you know, I didn't really need it because I had better cars on the option list. This one's another one over here. Not a very good uncommon in the game. I kind of just did it because I had it laying around. 79 days, so I've had it for less than 3 months. Probably got it from a 1 mil pack opening and decided to max it out. Got a lot of JPT uncommons. For some reason, I just really wanted to focus on JPT uncommons, so you will see that I have every single JPT uncommon in the game, and I have every single one maxed. And then we're gonna wrap it up to 29s. We got 4 Mazda Yunus Roadsters, 2 Lotus Europas, we got a Fiat Barchetta. I love saying that. It might be Barchetta, but I think it's Barchetta, which is really, really nice. All right, now let's move on to the 343 rares on the table as we're making good time in this video. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible. I don't like it when garage tours end up being too long. If I was gonna speed things up, it would be now, because I want to slow things down when it gets to legendaries. I won't slow it too much for epics because I did cover my 100 max epic video recently, but in this video you're gonna see the epics I don't have maxed as well, obviously. So yeah, we move on to the rares. Basically, I do have quite a bit of rares. I have 343. I do like rares. I don't upgrade them that often, to be honest. I feel like I had a bit of a rare phase back before JPT. I was maxing out like 7 rares every week, so 1 rare a week, something like that. I was doing it for fun. Nowadays, I don't really do that anymore. I kind of just collect rares when I need to, i.e. for a legendary challenge. Outside of that, I don't really collect rares anymore. Besides 69 chargers, outside of 69 chargers, I really don't need to upgrade anything. I'm really happy with my rare collection, to be fair. I'm really content with it. I don't think it's really missing much. Mainly just maybe some all-surface tire cars here and there, which don't handle very well, but might be useful in very niche situations. So I'll slowly work on those. Another example would be like the DS6. You know, it doesn't handle very well, but it's a very niche car. Standard tires of a low 0 to 60 and a high top speed. That car is definitely going to go down in RQ though, because I feel like it's only RQ 34 because of that 150 plus top speed. Once the top speed isn't weighted as heavily anymore, cars like the DS and cars like the XJ12 should be going down in RQ, which I'm really looking forward to, because honestly, like cars that doesn't have any MRA, if they have a high top speed, they don't deserve to be the RQ in which the computer determines. If a car has really good MRI and a high top speed, then I understand if they are at the RQ that they're at right now, if that makes sense. So like Charger Hellcat, for example, 78 is fine for that. Another example would be the Peugeot 907, like 77 or 76, I think it's fine for that. So if those 2 cars go down in RQ just because, you know, Hutch is now saying, oh, every car of a high top speed is going to go down in RQ, I don't think that's going to be right either, because that would make a lot of good dragsters in the game even stronger, because they'll be even more of a bargain. So Hutch, if you're watching, you gotta pay attention to that, okay? If it's a great dragster, great MRA, don't bring it down in RQ, even though it has a high top speed, because it has the MRA. It talks the talk and it walks the walk. But if it has a high top speed and no MRA, then yeah, you're bringing the RQ down in that regard. Moving on now, we have 4 Dodge Demon Roadsters in my collection. I have, I think, every single American Frontier rare, because I very recently got a Ford, which is the newest rare that is maxed to my collection. I'll talk about the Ford in a bit, because obviously we need to stand for the national anthem. Not really, but yeah, I got, I think, 32, I believe, 1969 Charger RTs. I'm still really sad that the final count is still 32. Not that this is the final count. I'm still gonna collect more, but I was hoping for more than 32 69 Chargers. I expected more than 32, or I think it's 33 69 Chargers, considering that American Frontier has been out for over a year and a half. I thought I'd be getting more from just ceramic packs and prize boards, etc, etc, but 32 is the number that we're sitting at. And then we wrap off with all the other RQ39s that we have. The mainly Arnage, I gotta be honest, the drag spec one and the 323 were super useful in the GE Saloon event. So let me find my most recent rare upgrade. It was American Frontier. Oh, I know what, I'm still missing one. It's the Chrysler like Aviat or whatever. This one's new, the newest one in my collection. I think it's only a week old. Yep, 7 days old. I've never raced it once. 323. Honestly, like, I can see people go 332 on this. I kind of just collected this for the collection. I am not a fan of that car. I'm not a fan of its performance, I should say. So let me go into American Frontier all cars real quick. Yeah, I think I'm only missing the Eco Voyager. Oh, and the Pacifica Hybrid. So I think, and the Rebel Machine, but that's a prize car. We don't count that. So I have every single one besides those two Chryslers. I think I'll get the Chrysler Pacifica pretty soon, but this thing is so incredibly ugly. I just don't want it in my garage. Okay, so going back to my cars, that's covered the 368 super rares that I have. We'll go through this super quickly as well. So a lot of fuse material that you're going to see over here. For my super rares, they're basically maxed or nothing. You're not going to see anything at 1 star. Honestly, anything in my garage, ultra and below, is going to be maxed or it's going to be nothing. I have my collection of Cadillac ELRs. I have 6 out of 7 maxed. I don't plan to max out a 7th one anytime soon. I think 6 is a very good number. But yeah, the ELR, the 7th one, I'm probably going to keep it around. Not going to max it anytime soon, but I'm definitely not going to fuse it anytime soon either. Moving on to the collection over here, a lot of JPT super rares. I think I have most JPT super rares. I might be missing 3 or 4, but what I know that I definitely have every single one of is American Frontier. I have every single American Frontier super rare. This is kind of how I like to collect things. It's kind of choppy but kind of organized at the same time. I'll just tell myself, oh, I want every rarity of this update, or I want every rarity of this country, or I want every rarity of this brand. Or if it's Dodge, I just want every, car of that brand. But, so for example, for JPT, I went for all the uncommons for American Frontier. I went for all the super rares. And then for rares, I don't think I've gotten any specific update for that one, but I'm slowly closing in for every single American car for the rare category. I think I'm only missing like very, very little. Like I want to say less than 5 if you exclude prize cars. So over here, once again, like I hope you guys take notes of how I like to run my garage. It's maxed or nothing, I don't like to have 2 stars running around. I don't like to have 1 stars running around. It kind of just messes with my OCD on unreal levels. So in my garage, it's either or, right? It's either all the way done or it's completely stock. It's either a car that I'm going to use or have used in the past, or a car that I'm definitely going to fuse away, and those are going to be the stocks. We move on here. We have my collection of Mira P400s. Freaking love this car, by the way. I only have 5 of them max, but I have 9 in total. Maybe one day down the line I'll max a 6th and a 7th. Really like that car. So incredibly useful, but the meta might change in PL15, so I'm kind of holding back on a lot of Blossom Choice upgrades when it comes to super rares and below, just in case if the meta changes. Now ultra rares, obviously the meta will change in PL15. That being said, I'm still gonna upgrade ultra rares at my free will. Hopefully in PL15 as well, the Nissan Skyline 370 GT will get a picture change, because this just isn't the right car right now, or it should be changed from coupe to saloon. Either or, I think it's the wrong picture. It is a coupe, because if you search up that car and that model online, you're gonna get coupe for results. I got 4 Ford Flexes over here. Really proud of those. I got I got a Flex to Flex, 5 max Fiat Abarth. Now this is a thing of the past. You don't need to do this anymore. I maxed out 5 Fiat Abarth 131s because they used to be the best car for saloon ×5 in off-road events and clubs. That being said, now everybody has the Dodge Avenger and the Nissan Bluebird, and now the Group A Subaru Impreza, where the Abarth 131 rally just isn't that relevant anymore. So this is more of a thing of the past. These cars are really old. I want to say over 1,000 days. Oh, 642. That's actually not that old, I guess. Oh, there you go, 1,494 days. I have 2 Dodge Venoms, 2 Super 8 Hemis, as well as the Razor. So a bunch of American Frontier stuff lying around, a couple Stillo, not Saicento, Renault Sport Clio Cup cars, R21s, got 2 of those max. I got 3 R20s max, mainly because French off-road, there aren't much of them running around, and this comes with high ground clearance as well, so definitely a niche in its own. Still looking to drag spec a second 300ZX, haven't gotten around to doing that, but it's definitely on the bucket list, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. And then we have my collection of Lotus Elise Sprints. I don't fuse these. Just in case they go to ultra rare, I really don't fuse this, but even if they don't go to ultra rare, these cars are so freaking useful, I just don't want to. How many do I have? 6, 12, 6, 12, 18 minus 2, 16. So I have 16 Lotus Elise Sprints. That's about half of my 1969 Charger count. I have 2 Jaguar XJS Trans Ams, and I have a lot of Ford Mustang convertibles. 6, 12, 14, 15. So I have 15 Mustang GT convertibles. I'll probably fuse some of them away though. Ford Focus ST Super Chips and a collection of Datsun 240Zs. Only 4 of the max, not 6 surprisingly. And then I got a couple Chryslers just to wrap everything off. We got the Buick GNX, one of my best super rares, honestly. It is my go-to City Streets medium and small. Unfortunately, I can only use it on one if there are 2 of those track sets. 232 days old, 87% win ratio with 294 races. Then I have my BMW 328i and the Acura TL Type S. Now, every time I do a every time I do a garage review, I have to mention my trusty Subaru Legacy. I want to see how old it is. So I'm just going to go to Subaru. It's going to be faster this way. This is the oldest car in my entire garage. So I want to know how old it is. I always have a check. So it's 1,796 days old. How many days was 1796 days ago? 1796 days ago. How many? Oh, it's not even telling me. I need to click convertunits.com to check it out. Okay, so guys, I got this car September 7th, 2017. So in about a month, this car will be turning 5 years old. I'm pretty sure some of you watching right now might be 5. I'm not sure. Maybe not 5, but definitely 6, definitely 7. But yeah, that is the oldest car in my garage. In a month, that car will turn 5 years old. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Let's talk about the biggest collection in the book. 612 ultra rares. I'm gonna get through this really quickly. I have 507 maxed ultra rares. Of course, the 507th being my long-awaited Aerial Atom. I finally got it from that guaranteed pack, so that was really nice. You're gonna see a lot of duplicates over here. I'm not gonna talk about these too much. You guys know how I treat my ultras already. If you have any questions, you can comment down below in case you want to know what's the tune for any specific car. If you want to pause the garage at any given time, go ahead, you can do that. I will not be mad. I will be very happy that you want to pause when you're watching my garage, but I'm gonna speed through this pretty quickly just so the video doesn't take too much time since we're already 17 minutes in. I got 5 Dodge Circuit EVs, 4 of them are max, 3 Charger Daytonas, 2 of them are max, and there it is, the Aerial Atom 1. What an incredibly light car this is, coming in at 410 kilograms. I'm pretty sure somewhere in the world someone is able to lift that. But yeah, very light car, decent handling, low 0 to 60, and the top speed is irrelevant. Just really happy to get it. The best thing about the Aerial Atom 1 is that it's from 1999. It's my birth year, so you know, it means extra to me. With my collection of Caterham 270s, I only have 5 of them max out of 6. I'll probably max the 6th one when I can. Maybe the next project. It's a very good car. I got 3 Renault Desires, 2 Infiniti Q50Ss. Now, my younger Q50S, which is this one, I think 291 days. How about this one? Yeah, 319 days. So my younger one, the Infiniti Q50S, I've had it as a stock car for a very long time as fused material. Luckily, I didn't fuse it away because having 2 of these running in a very recent GPT event was super useful. It secured top 2 for me. So this is one of the few ultras which I actually maxed for an event. Usually when an event pops up, I have the cars ready to go. This one, I guess in some sense it was ready, but it wasn't ready to go. I had to max it out, but it was there on standby. Moving on to the rest of my, you know, ultra collection. I'm very happy with this. A lot of duplicates once again. I got 3 Suzuki Ignis, 5 max Opel Corsas, 2 Lancer Evo 1s. I have 3 of a kind Honda Civic Type Rs, 2 Aerovets. I got a lot of duplicates, but not all of them are max per se. Once again, I have over 100 ultra rares that are considered fused material now, so you'll be seeing a lot of, you know, stock ultra rares lying around, which is pretty nice. I have 3 Grand Sports, 1 is fused, 2 Aston Martin Vantages, both are upgraded. I got 2 Baby Drivers, but only 1 is maxed. I have 4 Renault Megans, 2 are stock, so I should get on working on a 3rd one. I have 4 Nissan Silvia 200XX SXs, 3 of them are max, 3 Nissan 370Z Nismos, 2 are max, 2 Quadrupodes, 4 Lotus 340Rs, of course all of them are max no matter what. One of the few cars where I get in a heartbeat, I will max in a heartbeat. But I'm really happy with this collection overall. A lot of duplicates, a lot of fused material lying around. I feel like I am genuinely ready for PL15, unless a lot of these ultras I have stock are going to go down to super rare, and then I won't have any fused material left. That being said, there will be epics coming down to ultras that I might be able to take advantage of, but there's a bigger chance that I'll have a bigger number of ultras going down to super rare than there is the number of epics going down to ultra rare. So once again, a lot more duplicates of the Aston Martin armies, a lot of Subarus and Porsches are going to be coming up, so get ready for that. I have 3 max Lotus Exige S1s, fantastic car, 3 max Ford Escort Rally specs, 2 max XC90s, which are helping me currently in the European Revolution event, 5 Volkswagen Golf TCIs, 4 of them are max out of the 5, 3 TVR Tamoras, 2 Subaru Outbacks, 3 Hell Sushis, 2 Porsche Boxster Spyders, 4 GTS Rallies, 3 911 RSs, and 3 Carrera 4s, so a lot of duplicates, okay? And then we have 7 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4s. Now, only 5 of them are max, but once again, I should work on a 6th. I got a lot of pretty good cars lying around. I got 3 Mazda Cosmos as well, the BBR, which I am a massive fan of, 2 XJ 5.0s. We got the Uncle car. In fact, I have 4 of the Uncle car. I have 2 Chevrolet Camaro SSs, 4 max Cadillac CTS Coupes, great servant in my garage, this one, absolutely love it. We got 2 Butter, 3 Blue Train, 3 Blue Train, 5 Roof BTRs, I love this, the first ever German Renaissance Ultra Rare I've unpacked. Well, not the first ever one, but from the first pack. It was the last Ultra Rare from the Elite pack, so technically there were 2 more Ultras that came before the Roof BTR, even though it came from the first Elite pack I ever opened for German Renaissance. Yeah, moving on though, we have the collection of 64s, a lot of duplicates, 4 of the Challenger Scat packs, 4 Colorados, M6 convertible though, I've only unpacked 1 in my lifetime, so that's kind of sad, 4 Repeat S's, Auto Deltas, and 030s. Okay, let's move on to the 202 epics, shall we? So let us begin. So I'm gonna go through these really quickly. You guys know what my max epics are looking like. I showcased all 100 of them recently. So over here we have the Donk, we have the F-Type, we have the XT5s. I just love this collection. We've got the Peugeot 207, 3 Infiniti Emerges, and 2 Dodge Charger RT Scat Packs. This one is relatively new from a Dodge Carbon Fiber I opened about a month ago. As you can see, 29 days old. Hey, my memory isn't too bad, eh? I said 2 months ago. Raptor, relatively new as well, 57 days. Okay, that was not too new, but I guess to some regard, I'm not getting epics as often as I usually do, so 57 days is pretty close. Camaro SS is a bit of a passion project. Also fused at the same time. Don't know much on what I want to do with that real quick. I'll talk about, I'm going to skip the max ones. I've already talked about the max ones already. M4, I got this one at Christmas collection and I just kept it around. I like the car. I had it max a long time ago. It goes 3494, but it went stock because it went from medium ground clearance to low ground clearance, and then I had the upgrade switched. 2 Challenger SRT10 concepts. I got the useless, ever so useless Zagato. A lot of Aston Martins running around. I mean, a lot of you guys know already that I have a lot of Aston Martins. In fact, I have every single epic Aston in the game, which is more than I can say for Dodge. I'm still missing 1 Dodge epic, but I'm really happy that we recently got the Dodge Viper SRT10. I've had this for 2 weeks, the one from 2006, which leaves me to 1 more SRT10 I need to collect. 2 M3 GTSs. They are very, very big. There's a very big difference in terms of when I got them. My first one is 1,659 days old. My second one is, I think, a year. Yeah, 350 days. So not even a year, closing to a year. We have my 2 911 Carrera RSRs. I used to have 3. I want a second 1699, but I feel like I don't need 3. I got my collection of the donks. These are 2 of the best epic donks in the game, so definitely want them in my garage. Obviously, we have 6 Hellcats. I'm trying to get 666 for Hellcats. I think it'd be funny. 2 BMW M3 CSs. We got the W12 Roadster, a car that I can't seem to, run away from. I always seem to unpack this. I've unpacked this car 4 times just from premium packs. No carbon fibers, just premium packs. 2 E-Legends, 2 908. Then I called it 907 earlier. I'm sorry, I meant 908. 2 Pagani Honda C12s, AMG GT, Lotus Elise Cup 250, a collection of Dodge Viper GTSR concepts, a Durango SRT, 2 Lingenfelters, a BMW X3 M40i, and of course, a car that I've been looking for so freaking long, my Mercedes AMG SLS Roadster. So happy that I finally have this car. I'm not going to max it anytime soon. I'm just happy it's in my garage because you know me, man. I love my SLSs. And then we have my collection of Charger Hellcats as well. 662. 2. I need to get 4 more wide bodies. In time will tell, but I would like to get 4 more wide bodies to have a collection of 666. BMW M1 Pro car is another epic that I want to max out very soon. I love this car. It's the German version of the Roof CTR Yellowbird. That's not right to say the German version because they're both German. But I guess you could say it's the Bavarian version. The BMW is the Bavarian version, and the Yellowbird is like the Stuttgart version, I guess. I'm not sure where Roof is actually from. Are they from Stuttgart like Porsche, or are they from somewhere else in Germany? And of course, we have my 2 super lights. Really happy to have those. Can't wait for them to go legendary as well, I guess. 2 RS6 Avants, an S8 Plus, RS7 Sportback, and Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8. Last but not least, 151 legendaries. And honestly, I don't think my legendary count has changed that much since the last garage review. I think I've only had about 2 or 3 legend pulls since my last garage review, which is very sad, but I've been very, very unfortunate with my legendary. So let's start off with the worst of the worst. We're gonna have the AMG GTS. Now the one at 1 star is a very old legendary, over 1,000 days, 1,646 days old. Absolutely crazy stuff. So I got 2 of those, 2 CTSV Sport Wagons, I got an ATSV, I got 2 640i X-Drive Gran Turismos, an Aston Martin DB11, Aston Martin, Porsche 911 Turbo, Pagani Zonda S, and a Porsche 911R. Now, I really like this car. I want to max it out very soon. Oh, did I just say I want to max it out? No. My mind is still thinking in epics and ultras. I want to 1-star it. I see the potential in this. I like the handling. I like the IQ. I like the top speed. 0 to 60 could be slightly better. My newest legendary would be the Subaru Impreza Group A. I have 1 handling upgrade in this, which makes it 68 races in 10 days isn't too bad. 6.8 days per day I race, 96% win ratio, and I have it at 336 or 112, however way you want to see it. The Pagani Zonda S, one of my favorite legendaries, to be honest. I've really grown close to this car. I've owned it for 402 days. I've raced it 833 times with a win ratio of 82%. Really happy with that car. 2 Ford GTs, the oldest legendary in my garage, which I did not win from the campaign. 1,717 days. I think this one is the younger one. No, this is the older one. 1,735 days. That's absolutely crazy. Really happy that I got the Caterham 7620R. I feel like this car would be really useful once the super light goes legendary as well. The 620R is definitely going to go up in price. I got an Evora 4 GT, a GT 430, not 4 GT, Evora 4 GT. We got Bollywood, of course, 233, 3.0, 100 handling, and 212 top speed. My first ever Tri-Series prize car in the Porsche 911 GT1. It is 1,673 race days old. I got this on the first time round, and then we'll talk about the 918 a little bit later. Really happy to introduce the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 into my garage as well. Freaking love that car. The Bentley Bentayga V8 was a legendary I got last Black Friday. I'm really happy to get a legendary during Black Friday, but this one was kind of tough to celebrate about, and I think you know what I mean. And then we have Syracuse 233, 200 top speed, 2.8 102, and then we have Hollywood, my prized possession, 2.90 to 60, 104 handling. I've raced this car more times than I can count. 7,313 races in 1,084 days with a win ratio of 98%. Absolutely ridiculous. I want to see Syracuse over 1,000 races, right? 1,298, respectable. And of course, we have Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, or also known as Blossom Jr., 8,396 days, and I've owned it for 1,295 days with a win ratio of 95%. Now, bear in mind, I run my Demon against some very hard opponents, sometimes even Koenigsegg's and Bugattis. It will lose, but only by 50, so it's still a bargain when you think that I'm saving about, what, like 15, 14 RQ? I have my Cadillac 64 Army. No, is it Cadillac? No, Cadillac 48. It'll be 64 when I get a 4th one. I have my Escudo Pikes Peak. I freaking love this car. I've raced it 177 times in 49 days. I got my maxed out 959. Absolutely garbage. I love the car in real life, but so useless in the game. I think it has a win ratio of under 82%. 86%, fair play, but it's still pretty bad. 980 races in 458 days. My Porsche 911 GT2 RS, one of the oldest cars in my garage. 1,652 days with a win ratio of 80%. With 6,264 races, I have it at 123 or 360. 169. So really huge fan of this car. Handles well, 3098 with 100 MRA. Moving on, I have a collection of Nissan GTR R35s, Lotus Exige Cup 430, and 2 Lancia Monte Carlos. This one is maxed out on handling, that's why it has 102 handling over here, as you can see, and this one is 98. Moving on now, we have my 4 GTs, my Roof RT35s, and of course we have the Dodge Viper ACR X SRT10 233 with the same stats as the GTSR at 2.7105. So really happy with this one. Obviously this came from the Wyatt pack, the McLaren F1 GT. I love this car as well. This was the right left pack that I had with Wyatt, which meant that my birthday, well, this isn't accurate to my birthday because I did this recording earlier before I went to the UK on my year-end vacation. So 227 days. That's right. We have my Porsche McLaren, my McLaren 12C. I'm really tired when I'm making this video, guys. I've had a very long day, so hopefully I didn't say too much wacky crap. We have this, this is a glitch. This should be in the comment section, but it isn't. Let's check it out. 83% win ratio, 1,855 days for almost 1,200 days. Not the best in the world. Don Comfort DAGTO. I love this car, man. It's got a low 0 to 60, incredibly light, good MRA, and it handles incredibly well. So it has 671 for its weight. Aero adds some 500 V8. It's a prize car which you think you would use a lot, but I don't use it that often. I got Corn. Really want to max out Corn, my GTR Track Edition, 2.699. I think it'll get down to 2.5100, which is a very nice looking car. Now the upgrades on this will be 1, 2, 3, or 369 as well. Here is my Viper GTSR. I have it maxed at 233, just like the ACRX. It's 2.7105. I have my Pagani Huayra Roadster with one singular upgrade in the weights. Next up on the list, I also have my King Donk with one upgrade, once again in the same category in weights at 121. And then we move on to the top end of my Legendaries, 94 and above. Koenigsegg Gear R, also better known as Blosseg, at 233, 277 top speed, 102 handling, 2.30 to 60. My 94s, really happy with the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. I remember opening this, I was in the Londoner in the hotel on my birthday, so my birthday was exactly 221 days ago. 438 races with a win ratio of close to 90%. This is my maxed Huracan at handling, so my chassis are maxed, so it's 113 or 339, however way you want to see it. And then with my Koenigsegg Jesko, absolute love this car, and my Alfa Romeo 164 Pro car, definitely a legendary I want to max. Currently I have one upgrade only in the weights. My McLaren Senna, my Lamborghini Urus, which has one upgrade in the handling department. Any more cars here with upgrades? Oh yes, the Huracan Performante has an upgrade in the weight, and the Aventura SV has an upgrade in the weights as well as in the chassis, making it at 2.4 seconds and 97 handling. Really good car. And then we talk about the top 8 cars in my, oh, that's not even the top 8. So we get rid of the Bugatti Veyron 16.4, which was from a crazy pack. I didn't believe in getting a Bugatti, and I actually got that. And the Bugatti Veyron 6.4 Grand Sport. Okay, so my top 8 over here with the Bugatti Chiron Sport, the Koenigsegg Yamera, Porsche 918, 905B, Bugatti Veyron, CX75, Zonda Revolution, and the Suzuki Pikes Peak. So I want to look back in this video, let's say 6 months after World Expo, and see if I have any new cars that has replaced any of the ones in my top 8, which means that I would need a new RQ99 or an RQ98, which starts with an A. So anyway, guys, that is going to be my entire garage. We did it in good time, 32 minutes. So in total, I have 2,189 cars, 151 legendary, 202 epic, 612 ultra rare, 368 super rare, 343 rare, 287 uncommon, and 226 uncommons. If you have any questions on my garage, let me know down below in the comments below, but I'm really looking forward to the World Expo announcement coming out tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville Atlantic. Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side as we slow dance to the night. When I'll hold your perfect hand and take you out just for a ride. We'll share milkshakes at the diner and